Good afternoon, good evening. We want to welcome you to another episode of About You podcast. Happy Easter if you are a Christian. Happy Easter. The Lord is risen. Indeed, He is risen. And because He lives, we can face tomorrow. We thank you for giving us your time. And if you have not shared the show, we want to encourage you to share the show. Invite someone. It's going to be a fascinating conversation. Before I let these beautiful ladies introduce themselves, I want to introduce myself for those who don't know me. My name is Telvina Cole. I'm the founder and I'm the host of About You podcast. I started this probably a year ago. Just wanted to spotlight people. You know, there are a lot of people that have talents. There are a lot of people that have businesses in my community that we don't know about. And so just wanted to showcase people. That's what I name it About You, because it's not about me. It's about that host, that guest that I have, just showcasing their talent. And then after, the formation of the podcast, I decided to, cast the net on the other side, and the Lord would say, cast the net on the side. So put it out there on social media, my social media network, so that we can get more people to talk about the talent, the businesses, the direction they're in, the careers, you just name it all. So I'm super excited about that. It's been a learning journey. Today I'm excited to have some women on here to talk about, womanhood, sisterhood, womanhood. We're going to talk about self-care. We're going to talk about the importance of networking. We're going to talk about friendship. There's so much to talk about friendship. So I'm excited to have them here. So I'll be quiet and I'll let these beautiful ladies introduce themselves before we get deep into the discussion. Thank you. Sis Felicia, you can start.
Hey everyone, this is Fifi. I am Felicia. I love to be called Fifi. Can you hear me? Yes, you can.
Yes.
I am a wife, a mother, a grandma. My favorite name now is Nana, which I love. I am a grandmother. I'm a minister of the gospel. I'm a minister of the gospel. I'm an intercessor. I'm a life coach. I'm a motivational speaker. I'm a nurse. Like I said earlier, my favorite now is I'm a grandma. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Thank you. Tamia, over to you. Unmute yourself. You're on mute. There
Sorry
you
for
are.
that.
It's okay.
So I'm Patience Escotier. That's my full name, but all of my friends and everyone on social media know me to be Tamia Patience Escotier. So everybody call me Tamia, Mia, Tam. Any way you want to make it short, that's it. So I've been in the human rights space in Liberia for over a couple of years now. Very well known of frontliner for women's rights, champion of children's rights also. And I've worked with a lot of women, young women, older women from diverse background. I just slowed down a little bit because I right now I'm not in that space anymore. I'm kind of focused on family and other personal stuff for now, but the skill is still there. The skills rather are still there, and it's an opportunity to talk about how women can work together, network, build a vibrant sisterhood to be able to enhance a better society tomorrow. So this is a pleasure for me, and I look forward to a real full-scale discussion. Thank you.
Thank you, ladies. So we'll start with talking about networking, because of networking, that's how we got connected. So let's open with that. So let's talk about, I'm not going to bore you guys to define networking. We all know that we're intelligent, smart women, but why should we network? Let's start with Tamia. Why should we network?
Networking is so of so much importance to not just your career life, but also your personal and daily life. So everyone should be able to network to be able to advance themselves, expand your professional or even your personal space. You should be able to network beyond just yourself, get to know people who they are, get to link with people that are in your own workspace, or people with similar skills so that you can be able to learn and build yourself. So networking is of essence, not just for personal gain or not just for career gain. It has lots and lots of benefits that you can do. So as we go further into the discussion, I'm sure we'll expand more.
Hi guys. Sorry
Yay!
I'm late.
Welcome. So glad to
Sorry
have
I'm late.
you.
I'm mistaking the time um difference because I thought it was like my 6 o'clock my time. So I
It's
do
okay. You're
apologize.
not alone. You're not
Sorry
alone.
guys.
We're so glad to have you. Take Easter Sunday is very busy for everyone. So
I
just
know,
carving
right?
some of your time to be here, we do appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Appreciate all of
Same.
you guys. But we just started the first question. But before we go to Sis Felicia, I just wanted you to introduce yourself to the audience.
Okay. For everyone watching, I'm Rachel. I go by Miss LIB Diva. That's my stage name. And I'm a blogger as well too, and also a humanitarian as well in the public.
Awesome. So we're on the first question. We're talking about why should we network. So we'll let you kind of calm down, catch yourself and let the sis finish, and we'll come back to you and get your intake on that.
Okay.
Your
Sounds
feedback on
good.
that.
Okay, hi everyone. Like my sis just said, networking is for us. It's not for the person. That's the way I look at networking. Networking builds me up. When I get to know a sister of mine who's doing something and I think I can learn from that person, I'm going to go above and beyond to get to know that person that can help me to be a better version of myself. All in all, networking for me is not, oh, I just want to learn this, I just want to know. It's a whole thing that we just talk about, sisterhood. It makes you, for whatever business, whatever career, whatever thing you want to do, networking helps you. You want to go to school, networking. I went to this school. This is the exam I took. This is what I did with my study time. This is the study group. This is what I did. That is networking. Even with a job, or did this job pay more than that job? You need to reach out to this person. That is networking. So a lot of things help us to be a better version of where we are. That is the way I identify and I do with networking.
So Richard, your take on networking. Why should we network? I know you're big on
We should.
networking.
Yes, I am. I'm a strong believer of networking because it opens a lot of doors for opportunity. I am one firm believer, and I'm also a recipient for that as well too. Um, Wherever I go, anywhere I go, if I hear about a business opportunity or something that I can be part of, I'm the very first person to reach out to that person. Hey, you're doing this, okay? Even if I'm not in that league of that business, but I know someone that might benefit from it, I will do a referral right away. So recently, like for example, recently I just posted a event center. That was an event center that's like right down the street from me, and I was looking for someone to book for my party, my upcoming 40th birthday party. Well, when I went there, dude is brand new. He needs business, and he was like, "I need vendors. I need someone that cater. I need someone that do event decorating. I need like he needed so many things." And next thing I was doing, I knew almost 10 event decorator in Minneapolis that I refer to be able to work with him because there's so many of them that do that for living here. And he needs people to work with, and he got about 10 events lined up that he needs people that need to do this work for him. So when I refer all of those people, I even call him back here, but a lot of them came back and say, "Hey, thank you so much. I was really looking for Jai as a new, business firm." But this just tells you that when you have conversation with people and you network, even if you're not going to benefit that day and time, someone else might benefit from you just by networking with that person, and then someone become a beneficiary for it. So that's what I said. I'm a strong believer of that because it opens so many doors for lots of opportunity for you or a friend or a family member.
Awesome. I did see the pictures, and I went through the pictures, and I was just like, this place is beautiful. Even though I live in Texas, but you know what? I didn't want to check it out one day.
Yeah.
But thank you for sharing. We just had Nate just joined us. We just started though. Nate from Tapu Topic, she have a show as well. So just introduce yourself and jump right into it. Why should we network? That's the first question.
Okay, hi, ladies. Hi to everyone who's watching. My name is Nay. I am a Liberian woman. My accent will always precede me. I don't do well with the series. I speak like Reese, but that's who I am. I have this talk show called Taboo Topics on Facebook Live where I talk all things taboo. So anything nobody else is talking about, I will talk about it. I'm also a person who MC, so I do a MC on the side. I do taboo topics. I got my kobo shop. I mean, I'm a multi-faceted person who does a lot of different things. So it's an honor to be a part, of this show and excited to be here. Speaking about why should we network? I always say to people, I say, that is a currency right now. And a lot of us take that for granted, but networking is a currency. Most of the things I've been able to achieve in life has been through other people. And when I say through other people, it's been through networking. So I'll give you a couple of examples. I MC a lot of weddings, programs, and gigs and stuff. I always get referred by somebody else. That's through networking. Oh, I know this person, Nate does MC. Let me connect you with her. And it goes from there. Jobs that I've been able to hold or positions I've held has also been able to come through networking. Somebody say, okay, I see you, I see what you can do. You can get recruited with my company, blah, blah, blah. And it's gone from there. In our Liberian community, we're not so big on promoting each other. And I always like to stick to Liberian community because that's where I'm from. That's my community.
That's what you know.
That's why I know
Yeah,
exactly.
in there.
I don't want to go for other people where I'm sure what people doing in their community. So in
Right.
our Liberian community, we're not big on promoting each other. And I feel like it's a weakness on our part because we got so many powerful people in our community. But I don't know if maybe it's me, but I don't know if it's a thing of pride or why should I talk about her? Why I'm gonna make her famous? And I'm saying that because I've experienced that. I have a talk show. I would try to get people to come on. I don't know some of these people. I just see you on Facebook. I see you doing something. I say, sis, or bro, I need you to come. They say, no, no, no. And somebody blatantly told me to my face that they didn't tell me. They told me they would not be available. But then they went and talked to somebody else and said, she want me to come on her show so I can make her famous. and that was a turn off for me. I was like, really? Seriously? We're discussing issues. You're coming on to talk about stuff that you're doing. So if there's anybody who's giving anybody promotion here, it would be you benefiting from what else is going on. But then again, it has to do with a mindset thing. You have to come from a place where you don't see it as something of a glorification purpose that, okay, I got 5 million followers and I'm doing her a favor. Because if I'm promoting you or if we're coming together, we're bringing our audiences together. We're talking about an issue that's going to impact a larger group of people because of the content that you're putting out and what I'm putting out. We're coming together. So even if I have 5 followers and you have 500, the goal should be impact.
Right.
It
right.
shouldn't be about numbers. Like, oh, my 5,000 followers. No. And that's why sometimes I say when it comes to networking, I'm one of those people who I don't have to know you to network with you. I can buy. I mean, I went to a program and after this, I would stop and give other people the chance. But I attended a program in New Jersey, it was Maryland. And it was like a fair. But I didn't know anybody there, just walking around from different stalls. And I saw this store that had Bluffer Joe Cosmetics on the store. I said, the person are Liberian. They Bluffer Joe knee and our regular knee. I
Oh,
had
yeah.
to see the owner. And when I walked in, she had people working for her, and they were like, "Hi, welcome." I said, "No, no, no." I said, "Who's the owner?" They said, "Oh, the lady's kind of busy." I said, "Please, I want to speak with her." And they said, "Oh no, Apostle, really, she's kind of busy." I said, "Listen to me. We're from the same country." I said, "I need to talk to the owner of this business." So when she heard me talking in my accent, she came outside. She said, "How you doing, ma?" I said, "I knew they had to be a Liberating. Their Bluffer Johnny is not a regular name.
Right.
There are certain things that the connotation is extremely and originally Liberian." I say, and that is one of the things I stand for. I'm one of those people who will speak Kolokwa everywhere I go. It's not because I don't know how to speak standard English. It's because I feel like we're not giving too much credit to ourselves. We're not giving visibility to ourselves as Liberians. And that is something we need to start doing, especially in the diaspora. So I'm one of those people who I go to every function. It don't matter what party I find myself at. I will look for the DJ and say, "Can you play a Liberian music?" I'm from Liberia. If I go to a club, I say, "DJ, can you play one song for me? Just one Liberian song." I will always try to push the Liberian narrative. Why? Because that is where we're from, and that is what other people have been doing, and their communities are excelling. And until we get to that narrative and we get to that mindset, I feel like networking is going to always be important in our sector. I'll stop here for now.
All right, thank you, thank you. That was very insightful. So let's go to the next one. I think you guys kind of touched on it in a way, but let's talk about how should we network. Tamia, you want to open with that? How should we network?
Uh, so when it comes to networking, how should we network? So like she stated, you go in a space, you go in a gathering. You don't have to be that selfish all by yourself. Get to know people, talk to people. If you have maybe you're doing a business, you have your business card. Always go to the events with your business card that has all of your information to be able to share with people. And then you can network if you're not a friendly person, because you have to interact with people, you have to open up to people, you have to talk about your business, you have to talk about your company or whatsoever you are doing. You just have to talk about it. So once you go in these spaces where there are events or activities, you have to get around people to be able to share. It's just going to be an exchange of ideas, talk about who you are, what you do, and who knows, you might share with someone that just looking for that particular thing that you're talking about or that you're doing. And then through that, uh, that lifelong friendship and professional colleagueship will kind of extend from that.
Awesome, awesome. Rachel, some tips for networking. How should we network?
Okay, so there's so many platforms, especially when it comes to social media, is the number one tools that you should be using for networking. I use this mine for every time that I post any little thing about my hosting gig, about my blog, every little thing, I always get a referral. Or what I normally do sometimes is like if I'm in a neighborhood who has a new business opening, I walk in there and I talk to the owner. Hey, I want to learn more about your business. What do you do? What do you need? And I always present myself and say, hey, I'm a social media influencer. I can definitely help you to get people to this door. Like you saw yesterday, I did it for the guy with the hall. I also did it for a friend of mine. I just walked into her place and I just want to do my nails. And she was a brand new business owner. At the age of 29, she just opened her nail salon. I was like, hey, I can promote this for you. And I did that for her as well. But I didn't even know that she didn't even have anyone in there. She was like, I just opened up. I'm new to this place. I'm going to need all the help I can. I was like, okay, this is what we need to do to get people in there. I walked to the door and I introduce myself and I tell her what I can do for her to get her business out there, to get people to the door. And she's still grateful to me for now. And I get free lifetime nails for doing that.
Oh, girl.
Free lifetime nail. She's 30 minutes away from me, so I have to call when I'm going there. But I get free. But that's why, like, utilizing your skills. Don't be too shy. Don't be a stuck up person. You have to talk to people. I'm a people person. I talk to people. I will walk to any stranger, whether you're 5 years old or 80 years old. I will have a conversation with you to get to know you because I might be of help to you, or I might be able to get some help from you. So social media is really good. Even in your community, don't be shy. Don't be afraid. Don't say, hey, I can't go in there. They're gonna look at me somehow. Call in that network. Especially if it's a newly established business, you might be one of the very first people that walk through that door that they could work with, and you just get the contract. So I encourage you to utilize all of those tools available to you to network.
Awesome, awesome. Says Panisha, how should we network?
Exactly what my ladies are saying. That's what we do. Madam Taboo, I wanted to mess with you, but I will give you a break, baby, at the
No,
end
no,
of the
no,
sentence
mess
because
with me.
I
Oh,
myself,
don't give me break. Mess
it's
with me,
like
please.
I'm trying to pick the crazy in you. You say you know how to speak English, but you were speaking good English in the beginning.
Amen.
So
Amen.
go back
I will not
to
speak
your
it again. I
whatever.
can say I just started.
Okay, okay, let's come back. I just had to say that because I was about to mess with you. Like, okay, you said I Liberian English, you speaking right there. No, that's not. But we network, and my sister just said something about in our Liberian community that we don't help each other. That is true. We need to take that away from our mindset and begin to understand where we come from and begin to appreciate our culture so we can network. I just gave you one or two examples and I will let it go. People help me to be where I'm at today. They network with me because even at my job, when I was learning all these things to be a motivational speaker or life coach, you got your program on social media and everything. Not everybody know you, but when you start talking to people, and then when something happened, then people say, "Oh, I remember this person." When I first started doing my life coaching and counseling with people, it was not my Liberian people; it was people outside of my community. Because when I talked to a couple of friends, what I was doing, a co-worker told from the Nigerian community to her friends, they were having problem in their marriage, and then somebody said, I don't want to talk to my community people. I don't want to talk to my pastor because it would be my community. Based
Mhm.
on that, I went, wow, in that aspect. Another thing that I did, I got my Liberian sister, she does the 360. And in our Liberian community, again, we don't support each other. We want everything free. We pay for all when we have in our programs, but we don't want to pay our own brothers and sisters when they're doing these things. So she did the 360, the video that we have in programs. I introduced her to the Nigerian community on one of their programs, and she have gone wild ever since. With three, I'm almost every Friday and Saturday, they calling her. In our Liberian community, they were not using her. They would ask her, "Can you do 3 hours for $100?" Are you kidding me?
Mhm.
So we network based on what we believe and who we know. We just need to get to the place that we're not thinking about ourselves anymore. Like, oh, if I network with her, then I'm promoting her. I went on her page. I did a Google review and gave her 5 star. It didn't change my page. It did not take my followers away. I was supporting another sister so that they can find her on
Right.
social media. So if we just think about, I mean, things are diverse. My sister talking about taboo. I'm talking about women empowerment. I'm talking about women being a better version of themselves, our home, our relationship, our marriage. My other sister in promoting businesses, and we're all doing something different. So what makes you think I will outshine her or she can
Right.
outshine me? No, we all in our lane and we're doing something different. We just need to partner together and learn that we are diverse. So that is the way I look at networking. Thank you for the time.
Nia, you got something to chime in? I know you got something to add on. So Adam,
I was speaking up English, yeah. Before my
bring
sister
it
finish
all
on top
in.
of me. I just messing with you. But to speak on that, the whole networking thing, just to buttress off of what everybody else have already said. Even if we're doing the same thing, the market is big enough to hold all of us. That's one thing we need to realize. For me, I'm that person. Even if I'm showing on social media and somebody posted something on a wall and it resonated with me, I'm sharing on my story, I'm sharing on my wall. I don't have to know you. And that is one of the things, with networking I want us to cultivate. You don't have to know somebody to share the business. You don't have to know somebody to push them forward. I will give you an example. I would go to Philadelphia to get my hair done. If I walk into a salon, for me, I'm not into the influencing. I don't take it serious. Let me put it that way. I got followers who will pay attention, but I really don't take it serious. So, but if I walk into a space and that service was perfectly offered, where I really enjoy being served, I'm gonna do a video for you, free of charge. I don't care. Don't pay me. I'm not doing it because I'm looking for followers. I'm doing it because you're providing excellent service, and I'm going to talk about it. That's who I am. I walked into places all the time. So I'll give you an example. I doing taboo topics. A sister, I saw her on Facebook. She watches my platform. She had on a green lipstick, and I love green. So green is my color. So I saw it. I inboxed her. I said, I like it. Where you got it from? She said, I will mail you one. So I said, okay. She mailed me the lipstick came. The day I wore it, I promoted the person who she bought it from. I don't know where she bought it. I asked her. I said, who's selling it? She said, oh, one other Liberian sister selling the lipstick. I said, give me her information. So the day I wore it, even though it was on my show, it had nothing to do with the lady. I was like, this lipstick looks good. If you like it, talk to so person. She's selling it. I mean, because there's a whole story behind what she was doing. And I'm saying that to say networking or how do we network is easy. We're all saying the same thing, going, talking to people. Sometimes you may not know people. I'm one of those people on Facebook. Most people can say they're like everybody's friend. I'm that person. I'm reachable. I'm accessible to people. If you get in my inbox, you know me, so you say hi, I will reply. Sometimes my husband can say, well, you know, you a Prince Spirit who one day. People, I'm serious. People can come from Liberia who I don't even know. And somebody will refer them and say, oh, they lives in Virginia. When you get to DC, inbox her and say you're in the area, you're here for school. You will see me cooking driving 5 o'clock in the morning, putting in my car, truck, driving to DC, giving food to somebody I don't know, but because somebody else who I know said the person coming. That is the way we network. We need to think outside the box. As Liberians, we keep staying in the box that, oh, I got to know Tamia before I share her stuff. Oh, I want to share Tamia thing before she think, and you know, I'm not clear what I think I sharing, or I won't use or thing to get up. No. Because if we keep thinking in the box, we're not going to grow. If we take and I always like to refer to this, when we take the Nigerian people, look at what happened. You will get Davido or Davido or whatever they call him. He's all the way up here. He will go down and dance on music for some kind of local artist who just started. That local artist music, you will see Davido go dancing, that music blow up. Everybody wants to dance it. It's because they promote each other. Until we can learn that in our community, whether we're doing the same thing, whether we're doing different things, we need to start coming together. We need to start building that bridge. I don't have to know you to share your thing. Today, we're talking on here. We're women who don't know each other. We're networking right here today. After this show, I'm going to go back and I'm going to send friend requests to everybody on here. I know
I want to be your friend. I want to be your friend.
You supposed to be my friend.
Nah, I got issue with you already. I got issue with you already.
That like brought English. You want to speak
here? You talk about in Minnesota. I read it for you. They come out shout out for you.
Nah, I can never with you. I can never with you.
That food flower. I'm already said to some we can free say we put it in both.
You for me and making plow you because you don't speak the Labra English.
Yeah, but if I enter the brain left, yeah, so go this thing looking for. I said some friends they so go for me. But I guess what's so go grandma. You want see me getting my Labra? What people can say regalia?
I know that.
I love this.
No, that's how we network. So after today's show, you follow everybody on here. You stay in touch. I'm gonna drag all of them and say, look, next week Sunday, you gotta come on, gotta talk something. We got because that is how it works.
Yeah,
that is how it works.
Right.
She's talking like she said she's doing life coaching. Me and I life coach, but my little small experience so I get in the maybe say what I've been doing for 17 years. I can come on the show and I can talk something. Hey, you know what I'm saying?
It's so funny. Oh my God.
What doing influencing. I can reach out to her and say, look, I'm not taking the influencing thing serious. But it's everybody saying people making money on Facebook. Can you come on my show and talk about how people can make money off of this thing? So these are so many ways that we can all work together. And like I said, you don't have to know people, but you have to be that person who is sociable. On this note, I'm going to close in the Liberian English to say you can't say market and get attitude. That is the whole idea with the networking thing. No, it's true. You can't be selling market and you have attitude. So you get attitude, nobody will buy your market. So we the market, original market seller, the woman from really selling market. Everybody that our friend. We not do pick and choose customer business. Everybody will get money, we can sell to them. On that note, that's the whole idea of networking. Once you're open-minded and you're sociable. I mean, sometimes people might disrespect you as a part of the game. Not everybody will say. Some people, some doors will be closed in your face. That's also a part of networking. But you'll be amazed that you will see so many open doors. There are people who have gone to programs at MC, and 3-4 years later, somebody will say, I know you. can you come MC for me? I said, oh yeah, no problem with it. Say, oh no, you can't. You MC one baby shower in Minnesota 5 years ago, and I was there. I'm like, oh, really? I don't remember them, but they do. So
Yeah.
impression is also important. Sometimes we meet people, we just shrug them off because you think, oh, I know I care. You know, you can't do that.
Right.
If you're somebody who likes to network, every opportunity you get, even to just say, hi, how are you? You have to do it with a smile because you have the end goal is you are networking. You want to network. So that's my small point. But my people, I beg you, I gotta jump off. I just wanted to come and hop in a little bit. I told Tevi I was going to pop in and pop out. I'm at a function, but
Yes.
they can't call me there and show up. So you're sorry, I'm not trying to be rude. My apologies, but I do have to check myself out. Thank you for having me.
I will look for
Thank
you
you
on
for
social media, and I will find you on social media.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
You
Yes,
get what
ma'am.
I say? I
see
said I will
you.
look for you on social media, and I will find you.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so
Thank you,
much
Nate.
for
We're so
having
glad
me.
to have you. Thank you. We'll talk offline.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah, you know, they reference something, you know, and somebody kind of buttressed it. That, you know, I always put a post every now and then and say there are connections and connections. And truly I believe it. There are a lot of connections that I've made you know, through other connections from social media, other places, different groups I'm in. And I mean, all of you guys stressed, you know, very important points, but I wanted to share something else too. You know, sometimes I come from my first job in America was in customer service. I worked with Wells Fargo. I used to work in banking like bro when I came. I thought, oh, banking was all that. You know, I work in banking again. But the short end of that, I've always been customer service. So I love to talk. I love to engage people. Then I started a journey in auditing that forced me to just talk if I don't even want to talk because I end up being the face of government. So when I go audit, you know, state Felicia firm, I have to introduce myself. I'm Talvina from so and so state agency. I'm here to audit. So I got used to talking and talking and talking. So it's not a difficult thing for me to engage people, but then sometimes our culture, when you go to a function, some people go to a function and that'll talk to our women. Some of them let us sit in the back. They think they belong in the back. Some of them sit down, hold their press like they're scared. I'm not afraid to talk to anybody, man, woman, whoever, engage people. But sometimes people think, people will say, oh, she's too comfortable with men. It means nothing, because Rachel don't have a problem talking to men or women. She's able to stand for anybody and talk to them, and say, hello, I can stand for anybody. Any one of these ladies can stand for anybody and say, hello, my name is, because that's how I do. If I go to a function with a man or woman, I see you, I'm like, hi, my name is Salvina. What's your name? And I'm not trying to have small talk with you, whatever, but just to introduce myself, and stuff like that. I do it at Walmart counter. I'll do it, if I go to the ice cream shop. And I give people praise when I see somebody wear a skirt. I say, your skirt is beautiful, and stuff like that. But then sometimes people take it another way, especially in our culture. They take it another way, like, oh, she's too comfortable with men. Oh, she this. And then sometimes some women feel uncomfortable. You for no reason, just say, okay, I see Rachel and her husband, I greet them, how you, whatever it is. And then some of the women me feel comfortable, like somebody, like you. I don't even know how to describe it. Like you trying to snatch that man from them. I'm like, sister, rest. Just rest. That's it. Yeah, it's a tablet. But how do you, for me, I know how to move past it, but somebody who watching and struggling with that, what are some of the tips you can give to somebody? I mean, I can say it, if somebody feel comfortable, if sometimes you engage, for me, if I see a man or woman, and I engage, say, oh, how are you, sister? Hello, my name is Talvina. She introduced herself. And sometimes some of them would not introduce their significant other wife or husband. I'll speak to both of them. I'm like, hi, my name is Talvina. Greet both of them. Sometimes you see that face of the woman, like she's uncomfortable or something. I'm just like, sister, rest. No harm here. Rest. This is yours. No harm. But it doesn't matter whether I'm husband or wife or whatever. But our culture, sometimes we kind of, I don't know how to say it. We kind of look at it differently. We feel insecure, when somebody try to engage. Even for a single person, not even married. I kind of talk about married, but even a woman. Sometimes I was just woman to woman. You see somebody at a function and try to engage or even speak to them or whatever it is. Some of them got an attitude, like just say hello, just be civil, whatever it is, because you don't even know through sometimes these 2-3 seconds conversation what to come of it, what a relationship, referrals, things like that, like Rachel said, and all you guys said. So I guess my question there is, how do you move past that? Give us some tips on how to handle stuff for people who are listening to that. Anybody want to chime in on that?
Well, let me just, yeah, that's what I was about to say. I just wanted to say, I think I will have the same kind of personality. When I go out, I like to speak to people. Oh, I see my hair, nice dress. I like the hair. Oh, hey, Fee, nice to meet you. That's me. That's the kind of person I am, whether you like it or not. I'm your loss, not mine. I always like to do that. The reason is, in Africa, we are from Africa, Liberia, of course. Our women are very timid now. Our eyes exposed, our eyes is open, and we are more knowledgeable and exposed now. So we don't do that like before. But before, women were meant to be seen and not heard. So it was a taboo for a woman to go out to say hi, how are you? See a guy shake his hand, or speak to somebody. No, not me. I'm never ever timid to do that. It's just me. And so sometimes when people even walk up to me, I kid you not, even at work, uh, and this is funny because I'm a nurse and I'm always at the nurses station because I charge a lot of times. If a family member just walk up to me and say, um, I'm looking for so and so, I bring them back. Have you seen I'm looking for John? I'm like, hi, how are you? And when they leave, the other nurse will be looking at me. I say, you don't just walk up to me. You don't know me. You greet me. Let's have a conversation. So I always do that. So now they know when you come in the morning, we're gonna have a good day. Hi, how you doing? Nice dress. Did you sleep well? That is just me. So that's how I mean, that crap not gonna work with me. I go to parties, I do the same thing. I go to church, I do the same thing. I go to any function, wedding, I do the same thing. We have to learn to speak out. We need to be heard and not seen like before. No, we passed that stage. So that's just my little 2 cents for today.
Yeah, Rachel, I see you got a look on your face. Got something to add on there?
I'm just here so agreeing with a lot of things that she's saying. But for me, I have like this period where when I engage in the conversation, there's not a way that I would get turned away. There's not a way that I would be rejected, or somehow someone standing next by wouldn't want to say hi to me. So there's something about me, like when I engage you, you're definitely gonna have that conversation with me. And I
Mhm.
think that's where I kind of stands apart. And then you are my career path. I'm still in that. So like, not to brag, but like on my team, I work with State Farm. Like everybody be blessed. They want to talk to Rachel all the time. So when I'm not at work and my customers call and
They
any of my
know.
colleagues say, "Can I help you?" They'll be like, "Nope, let me get Rachel voicemail and let her call me back." They would not even want to talk to any of my colleagues because they know I will wait for Rachel. I was off a whole week. I had a flu. My voicemail was filled with 50 voicemails because they wouldn't talk to anybody else. They would talk to me. My manager had to reassign my voicemail to one of my colleagues, and she tried calling everybody back, and they said, "We're gonna wait for Rachel." So
That's
that's just how like crazy it is. But like I said, I'm a people person. I will strike a conversation with any stranger that I see. As long as you're engaging into it, we will have that conversation. I don't shy it away. Even if you try to shy it away, I'm that person that will be that confident booster. Like, hey, you got it in you. You really think you can do this? You can do this. The way I will like encourage you to go after what you want, or even if you're feeling down, it would definitely, uplift you to do that. So I think it's a good thing to just do that once in a while, to speak to strangers. Doesn't matter how you feel, what other person, doesn't matter that look, however they look like, just start a conversation and see where it goes.
yeah, it's a good thing. And I think sometimes I notice, and it's not even starting like a lengthy conversation. And but sometimes you share table with people like at for a function, and like I said, for me, introducing myself is just like a
Yeah,
on the
quick thing.
fly,
Yeah.
Hello, my name is Salvina. What's your name? Like that. But then sometimes people that kind of, I don't know, maybe it's a culture thing, or maybe it's just a comfort level or insecurity. I don't know. But sometimes I get it. It's not like for me, nothing moves me. So it's not like, oh, look, you kind of, oh man, it just broke my spirit, or they're throwing me down. No. I even tried to make long talk with you. I'm just like, because we share the same space, we're about 600 feet, with this close, it's just
Right.
civil to speak to people. It's funny though, because you talk about work. At work, you see people and you speak to them, you work in different department, whatever it is, and you feel like, hello, my name is Calvina, like, how are you? What team you work on? Oh, I work with, cybersecurity, I work in information risk. And that's it. You'll talk 2-3 minutes, and that's it.
Okay.
But then other people, they feel uncomfortable. I don't know, but it's just something I wanted to put out there. We can move to the next topic, but I think it's just something that culturally that I've seen, and I just think like, I think we need to move past that as a people, and just get into a habit of just being comfortable having those conversations, networking without fear, like somebody said, if there's a husband and wife there, I'll introduce myself to both of them. Somebody will be like, oh, you didn't tell me that, you didn't tell me, oh, I heard about you, or blah, blah. That's it. But then you have some of them, one person uncomfortable, the other person comfortable, and just like, I don't know what's going on here. This is harmless. But this is just a sidebar. Let's move to the next conversation. Let's talk about friendship. A lot has been going on with friendship. So I want us to talk about friendship. Who is a friend? Sis Felicia, you want to start with that?
Friend is anybody who has your back. We have friends and
I
we
like
have acquaintances. That's the way I look at it. So if you have my back, you're my friend. I know you, Telvi, and now I got two other sisters. We are acquaintances. When I get to know what they do, I get to know, support them. They support me. We begin to talk and everything. Then they become a friend, and then we go from there. But I just see friend as somebody in my that got my back, and then every other person, co-workers, workmate, church mate, associate, those are all acquaintances in my view.
Rachel, who's a friend to you?
Yeah, like she said, someone that has your back, but also to scratch a point on that, also too, they can have your back, but if you are in the wrong, they are also waiting to check you and tell you this is what you went wrong. And someone that does not engage into gossip about you outside where you're not part of that conversation, you shouldn't be talked about. Those are like the qualities that I look for in friendship in my age right now, because it's very important. People can say they have your back or they say they are friends with you, but if you're engaging into negative conversations about me, I don't really think you have my back. You know what I'm saying? And especially like the way social media is going on right now. Like I have caught a lot of people with someone just saying something negative on the live screen and you just putting laughing emojis underneath it. Like you claim to be my friend, you have my back, like, oh, I'm in your corner anytime you need me, but there's someone saying all these negative things about me, destroying my character
Mm-hmm.
live,
Mm-hmm.
in public. But you say you're my friend, but you are engaging in that conversation. So not just me having my back, but show it. And that's when they talk about, oh, my loyalty lies with this person. I think mostly Liberian women misuse the word loyalty, because loyalty doesn't mean because I'm your friend, then I can check you and tell you where you went wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Loyalty doesn't mean I'll go after someone because they're in war with you. That's not loyalty, or that's not friendship. And I think that's where it kind of become like very complicated for people, because they say, oh, but I'm your friend. I'm supposed to be your friend. We've been friends for 10, 15 years. But what have you been doing to maintain this friendship? Like she said, by having my back, not engaging into those negative conversation that, that I'm included in. So yeah.
So we talk about, that person that have our back should be your friend. Tamia, what other qualities do you look for in a friend?
Someone that I can confide in when I'm at my lowest, and it remains there. I won't hear it anywhere else.
Hmm, that's
Someone
deep.
that, yes, someone that will understand that at a certain age and time, we kind of mature. We have families. We might not talk, but yet we still friends. We good. Because one minute you're not talking to somebody, maybe you got issues at home, and you're going through some stuff, and they're not hearing from you 1 2 weeks, and they kind of pop up with, oh, because of no, I don't like that negative stuff for anyone. We good, we mature, we all grown ups. If you're not hearing from me today, it doesn't mean you're not my friend anymore. So these are things that come up. And she talked something about loyalty, people defining loyalty as per their issues with other people. I've seen
Mutual
a
enemy.
lot. Yes, I've seen a lot on social media regarding that. Yeah, and personally, it has affected me. I've been called fake friend by other people. You wake up from bed one soon morning, you know two people, you know them personally, but there is something sparkle, they're not talking. You want to intervene, no way. But then someone else expecting you not to speak to someone else, the other person is expecting not to speak. You just in the middle and confused. And when you can't take a side, you just remain neutral. They say you're not trustful. That's all of that is toxic to me.
Yeah, yeah.
So I the first thing I tell my friends, I do not love social media drama. I can't be friends with anyone that is involved with social media drama. To take a whole day to get involved with drama, negatively bash at other people, tear them apart on social media. Social media is like the whole world. So if
Mhm.
you out there disgracing another woman, I mean, what else will you do to me the next day? I don't
Right,
trust you. So
right.
if there are issues, sometimes there are just simple things we women can just reach out to your friends. There are misunderstanding, miscommunication, but you just blow it out because you're gonna get likes, you're gonna get reactions, people are going to hear you. You take out that. So I mean, my friendship has limit when you reach to that. Delvina, you follow my page. If I'm not sharing fun for somebody to have a nice day laughing. I post my picture, post a quote, talk about my family, maybe share my husband and myself picture and stuff like that. Never. I've I've restricted myself to that. I've told myself I'm leaving it. That social media drama, disgracing another woman will never be me. You can even drag my feet. You're not here an answer from me. So these are things we need to look out in today's friendship. Who are we friendly with? What are the activities of these people?
Mhm.
Because the moment there's an issue with a friend, the next minute is on social media, screenshots, videos, recordings. Come on, it's so
Mhm.
damaging. How do you expect this person to live the next minute if you finish doing all of that?
Right.
Social media bullying is tough.
It
It's a
is.
toxic thing. So when it comes to friendship, I don't make friends with dramatic people. Drama is not part of my friendship. All of my friends, we either laugh, share fun, listen to each other when times are tough. When I was in Liberia, we had this thing after work during the weekend. By Friday, we meet at a quiet spot, entertainment center, whatsoever, and we just review each other workload. We all were in the development space where we all work with international NGOs. So we had the same work with women rights, children rights. So I mean the same program and things like that. So we just meet, have fun, just have a healthy environment, look at each other workload and see where we can support. If I have a less workload, my friend has so much to do, and we help you do your work. We have fun and go home. Stuff like that. Just a healthy environment that women can grow, exchange ideas, share with each other their stress and whatsoever they are going through. And that's it. I mean, friendship means a lot to me. I value friendship so much. Yes, so I'm so trusted with that. Yes,
Anybody
yes,
got anything
yes.
to add to that?
Yeah, I wanted to add something. My sister, not Rachel, right? The
Rachel.
Yes.
blue. Okay. When Rachel was talking about some friends will be fake and friends is this, and then this other sister talking about social media drama, I wanted to say something because this is what guard my life. I'm a Christian. Jesus had 12 disciples. Let's just look at it. I'll just take 1 minute.
Mhm.
And in that 12 disciples that he had one fake friend among them, which was Judas, right? We already
Yes,
know that because
yes,
Judas
sir.
sold. That was his that was the one that sold him. But
Yeah.
among the 12, he also had his inner circle, the three. You remember that story?
Yeah.
We need to know these things. Every other people in there, you can battle for your position. Whether you
Mhm.
my friend, whether you my confidant, whether you got my back here. When I tell people, anybody who my friend, you should have my back. That you got my back, I'm wrong. You still got my back. You will tell me though, Rachel.
Mhm.
You will tell me, Fifi, what you did was wrong, but you still got my back. You will not go to tell me and say, I don't mind her. You will come to me and tell me, but you got my back. Then even us as friends, we should not be afraid to tell people, because even when Peter told Jesus, oh, God forbid, they will not kill you, he said, I rebuke you, Satan. Get thee behind me. It did not damage their relationship or in their friendship. So for me, as a believer and a Christian, I guide my life like that. I talk to everybody. I'm friendly with everybody. You march on me, you step on my foot, I will tell you sorry. If I step on your foot, I will tell you sorry. But I guard my friendship. I guard my heart. Because I may have 100 people today, I got two inner circle. So I just wanted that. Yeah, people will say things. You will see negativity on social media. I mean, you will see if somebody even reached out to me and they say, you sure you are Liberian? I'm telling you from another group, I think one of my American friends. She said, everything on your social media with the Liberian people is negativity. They
Come on.
thing, they doing other things. And I said, no, 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 no. You see, you hear what I'm going, you see what I'm going with this, because that's what they see
Mhm.
about. I'm a Liberian. When they go on social media and put in Liberians, they see the girls and talking about how my own thing is sweet. And I'm a man from you. I will do this. That's what they see there. Minor. So we need to get to the place where we need to put our country, our culture in a positive place, not negative. And friendship, networking, everything that we're doing here right now. Now I know these two sisters. Now I can go on her page and we can talk. What can we do to develop our community? Coming
Right,
against the
right.
negativity, but when they're talking about friendship, tell me, put all your friends in line and begin to see the different categories to place them in. You got your inner
Sure.
circle, you got
It's
your
so like
friends, you
this.
got the arms length friends. Yeah, you got the
But
one you say
the
friends.
friendship is too short
Then you
for
got the
me.
betrayer. Uh,
But
if you if
you
you
know,
not
you
want like the
guys,
rest song, if you not want betray your fire friend like
girl
me,
like me.
we sing that song, we joke, but I mean it's true. It's true.
But
I
it's
mean,
true.
you will get betrayer. It will happen to you. We just need to be smart. Thank you.
Right. Yeah, yeah. You know, all excellent points mentioned. One thing, something Rachel said, and I've been a victim of that. I wanted to emphasize where, somebody just decided on their own to go make a show of you or make a post of you, and other people putting crazy, stupid emojis. Who should know better? Who should be friends with you? Even if they're acquainted to call you and say, what is this? Whatever it is. And I had to literally delete some of those people. And some of those people were like childhood friends
Mhm,
or family friends.
mhm,
I'm like, why you putting emoji? Oh, I put emoji by accident. Or I was calling mistake. No, you know mistake. You just
mhm,
saying it because you got
mhm,
caught. Like
mhm,
seriously, Oh, I'm so sorry. No, 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 you going. You are
Yeah.
going.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
So I had to
mhm,
get rid of some friends like that, because I call them friends, but some people chat you
mhm,
know them from childhood or neighbors or whatever it is. Like, why you putting emoji on here? And then I think Rachel or Tamia talk about that whole mutual enemy thing. I can't play that thing as woman. I just can't do that. Rachel enemy cannot be my enemy. I must take Rachel as face value. What she has to do something to me personally for me to have that story to say, because of what Rachel did, that's why I'm not friendly with her anymore.
Right.
I'm not going to take our enemy to be our enemy. And most time, us as women, again, our culture, we want to do that. Because Tamia is not speaking to this person, and I'm friendly with Tamia, and Tamia beefing with Rachel, so I must be Rachel enemy. I'm not doing that, and I will not do that. And I'm very grateful that my circle of friends, there be pockets of that way back, maybe many years, but kind of move past that. And my circle of friends says, Felicia, God bless your heart. You got plenty of friends. My friends, they're not like this. Because, I grew up on a mission. All my life, I was on racing city. So we slept 12 girls in one room. Then when I came home, we were 6 girls in the same house. So I grew up in that girls' environment. But as you grew older, you have to crunch your circle and you have to look for alignment. I'm talking about you, but you pastor, you woman or girl, but I'm just saying as a person, I have to look at from a place that
No, but no, you're right. My circle of friends is like this. I think if I'm not making mistake, in the great United States of America, friend is 2. Like literally 2. I got acquaintances. I mean, I got the women ministry. I got everything. I know everybody. We cool, but friends. They
yeah,
say friends that stick closer
most southern
than
brother,
sister. That's
exactly.
true.
Yeah,
Yeah, your
yeah.
family. That's true. I know everybody. We cool. We joke. We laugh. We play together. We eat together. We do everything. But friend that I will tell you what in my stomach, my darkest secret, my heart. No, no, I don't. I mean, I must say Jesus too. Now I got my little 3 inner circle.
So, so let's talk. We're still on this friendship thing. Should your friend, should that friend, whether close friend, whatever friend, be close to your significant other or your husband? Is that a healthy relationship? Who want to take a stab at it? Anybody can go first.
I don't. And
Why?
I have a problem with it.
No.
So, and that's just how, maybe it's just my upbringing, okay? And I have a best friend that I've been friends with for over 13 years. And I got to know her through another mutual friend that was best friend with that did something wrong to me. And she intervened and told the lady that she was wrong. And the lady got mad and cut the both of us off. But we became friends from that situation. Well, however, and she still had problem with me for that reason. I don't want, like, they can be hello, hi. I don't want you texting my husband or my boyfriend behind my back. You should be having no conversation because I'm your friend. You are not his friend. You are friends
That's it.
with me.
That's it.
Okay? You are
That's
friends
it.
with me, not his friend.
Yes,
Now,
yes.
when we go out in public, yeah, we can.
Uh-oh. Come back. The devil doesn't like what you're saying. It must be told. The truth must be told. Go ahead. Oh, you're mute.
Or she's in the backstage. I don't know.
Here you go. Shouldn't be. Let me see. Let me see if I let me move her and bring her back in. Yeah. You're on mute though. You
You're
still
not
on mute.
getting.
You wanna go? I'll
You're
come
not
back in?
getting.
Yeah. Sis, we should take a stab at it.
No, I mean, she just hit the nail on the head. I mean, you're my friend. You're not my
Yes.
husband's friend.
Yes.
I got a child in Africa. And
What did you want to toilet to do?
we've been friends for I don't even know how many years, even before me and my husband got married. And me and my husband have been married for 26 years. That girl myself. Every time I go to Africa, we go to Africa, she will cook, she will bring food, she will visit. She would never call my husband except maybe for his birthday to say, oh, happy birthday. And that's a text, and she will let me know I'm texting Chris to wish him happy birthday or maybe something. She's my friend, not his friend.
Right.
Why would you be friends with I'm not cool with my husband's friend. Like, I know them,
Right.
but I don't call them. I don't text them. Maybe you will do that if you want to explain something to them. But no, the opposite sex cannot be friends with my husband.
Right.
I cannot be friends with my friend. No, it is wrong. I know them. We cool, but that's as far as you go. What are you doing today? How was work today? No,
We're not having that.
no,
We're not having that. We're not having that. To me, I take a stab at that.
The first thing before I even start, I will say nobody's spouse is your playmate.
Exactly.
Nobody's spouse is your playmate. Yeah. So coming up as a girl, when I just started college, I used to stay with a couple, my friend's parents. So we were children in the house. but the woman was kind of, she really didn't care about her husband well-being, like things in the house, like her clothes, and how things are set up. So somebody like my mom brought me up real well. So while I was in the house, when the both of them come from out, I would take her sandals or her shoes or whatsoever she wore, take his own away, knock the dust out of it, clean it, put it somewhere in the house, press their clothes every morning before they go out. I will wash their clothes every Saturday, press for the week, press for the whole week on Sunday evening. And then while pressing, I will arrange the clothes he will wear for the week. His shirt, his trousers, I will match them, press everything, set it up. So he used to take notice of that. Nobody in the house used to do it. Even when I leave to go to my family place for weekend, and he has occasion to go to, once I'm not there, nobody in the house can do what I will. And then he told her, he said, we have to pay this girl school fees and help her go to school because she's contributing a lot to the house. There are simple things we think is simple, but it means a lot. When she's not here, we can really feel it.
Yeah.
So I learned from that thing. She started to hate me.
There she is. Go ahead.
Yes, she started to hate me. So I suffer so much because of that. So nobody's spouse is your playmate, is your friend. You don't get close to them. Now there are issues. Maybe you've been knowing this man from childhood, you've been friendly to him, your friend, and your friend got connected, they got married or whatsoever, they got serious relationship. You still have to step back a little because that man has his girlfriend, he has his wife now. You have to respect people's relationship, give them space, set boundaries. Men can overthink. The more nice you become to them, they start to overthink. I know a lot of them are intelligent, but a lot of them are not intelligent enough. At a certain point in time, based upon your closeness, they must start texting you, saying some things to you that are not okay. And through text message, if you overlook it, maybe your wife or spouse will see it one day. No explanation, you have to justify that. So even if this person is your childhood friend and through you, your friend got connected, the moment they have an established relationship, take a step back from whatsoever closeness or friendship you have with that man. To be able to show respect to your friend and respect to yourself, set a boundary.
Okay.
Yes, set a boundary. And sometimes when these men engage you on some things that you want to tell the woman, you not know her reaction. So all you do sometimes, you don't need to tell her, just cut it off. Make sure you set that strong warning with him that he cannot cross that boundary again and tell you anything else. Because sometimes when you tell her, she'll not trust you anymore.
Right.
Yeah, so you just have to know how to carry yourself about respect people relationship, respect people marriage. And this has a lot to do with us women. It has a lot. Let me talk a bit about family. It has a lot of this particular thing extend to mother-in-law entering in her son relationship, even sister-in-laws. We do not respect people's relationship, give them space and boundaries. We feel so entitled. I have a sister who knew a guy from childhood, from high school. She met the guy somewhere, and he and his wife, and she kept bringing some old jokes and flirting with the guy. The guy girlfriend got vexed, his wife got vexed. I called her from there to pour sense in her head, and she told me, well, she got nothing to do with it. She know how long I've been. No, you don't feel entitled to that.
Yeah, right.
You
It's
don't
a
feel
different person
entitled.
now. Yeah.
Not
It's a
because
new
that your son, not because that your brother.
right.
Once the person has a relationship, step back from too much, engagement, being in their space, trying to show off, just take a step back and just respect them. I mean, I strongly believe that if again I will close with this, nobody's spouse is your playmate.
I like that.
Oh yes.
Go for it, Rachel.
So, like I was saying, somebody was calling me. I don't know why they tried to call me that time. It just took me out. Again, I am friend with you, and you are not my spouse's friends. So y'all shouldn't have no communication whatsoever behind my back. Not text, not calls, none of that. You're not friends with them. And again, like I said, my best friend, she had a problem with it. It took her a while for her to say, like, this is Rachel. Because so it was incident where I would go over to her house, like sometimes like drop stuff out. And then when her husband was in Africa at that time. So when he came, he was at home. So every time I say, hey, I got this, so she'll be like, oh, my husband there, go home. You know he's coming. I wouldn't go. I'll be like, okay, when you get at work, you can pick it up. She's like, well, he's dead. Matter of fact, his number. Call him. He will come pick it up. And she did it for like 3 times. She did it. She's like, but I sent you my husband making call. I said, so one time she said, oh, call my husband in home. I said, I don't have his number. She said, oh, I sent you your number. Why you didn't save it? I said, why am I saving your husband numbers in my phone? He's not my friend. What conversation was supposed to be having? Like, why would I save it? She's like, but you just be thinking way ahead of time, like too much. It's not even that serious. You're like that, like you're my best friend. Like when something happens, you should be able to have my husband's number. I'm like, no, I'm not gonna have your husband's number. I'm not never gonna call him. She has seen her husband number 3 times to me to go check on him, emergency phone call, drop stuff off, and I always tell her when you have the time, you can come pick it up. Or what I normally do at their house when she's not there or he's home, I can drop the stuff in the patio and I call her. I say, you can call him to go pick it up. And she'll be like, Rich, I said, you're not home. Why am I supposed to be in the space with your husband? What we're supposed to be doing at home together? We don't have conversation. And so for that reason, the guy got really mad at me. She's my best friend, and her husband and I, we don't get along because he said I act like I'm too. I can say well, one more, whatever it is. He said, yeah, I be acting too. Like,
Too bougie.
yeah, just too inappropriate for me to do that. I don't think we need to have a relationship. Like when we go out or when you guys having a gathering, a social gathering at your house where everybody there, we can have conversation. You and I can conversate, but after I leave from there, that conversation ends. There shouldn't be any reason why you should be texting me. There shouldn't be any reason why you should be calling me because we don't have nothing to talk about. So it's very important. I know some people say, oh, she's my sister, so my husband can, talk to her. They can get number. I don't feel, no. You are inviting problems into your home. When you try to do that, you are inviting problems. And we have seen this so many years, over the years on social media, what these things are coming up because people don't have boundaries. And if you don't set boundaries or like bring people, that's what's going to happen. You gotta set boundaries when it comes to that. And since I set that boundaries, my friend up over 5 years now, she had never seen her husband number to me. She had never like said, oh, my husband home, go pick it. She be like, oh, you're not go there, but when I get at work, I will come pick it up. So she don't even suggest that even call him or say, oh, he's home, he will be home. Because she know I would never ever do that. So it's never okay for you to have that relationship with someone else's spouse. I don't care whether you know them for zillions of years. I don't care the relationship you had established with them before. Once they settle down and they introduce you, say this is my significant other, you cut that out. No calling, no texting, none of that should be going on. When you're seeing a function of public function, y'all can say hi, how you doing, and then y'all move on. But nothing else should go after that. So I'm totally against having that closeness with your friend or someone else's spouse.
Yeah, I'm right there with you, and I'll take it one step further. Not only having, I'm totally against the friendship with with a significant other, but even family. I don't like my family going to my significant other, without talking to me. There's some family members, not specifically happening now, but I've heard it, how, if they want something, instead of them coming to ask you, they go into the husband and you introduce the husband to them. Like, seriously, come to me. And I would talk to my husband or whatever it is. And even if, friends, whatever you're talking about, friends being best friends with your husband or significant other, I'm totally against that. I mean, past life, I've had situations where friend, and I introduce, what we say, friends, childhood friend or best friend or whatever friend, whatever you want to call it, to your significant other. And then the friends start being, they being close friends. You call him my significant other.
They became besties.
They get besties. Every time, then you say, who you talking to? Oh, I'm talking to Mary. Mary, who you talking to? Oh, Paul just called me. I said, well, let me nip this nonsense right now. Y'all know me, I don't play. So I had to sit John Doe down, like, look, brother, let me tell you something. I brought Mary to this friendship. I introduced her to you. You don't be on no tour unless that 3 away, whatever it is. You don't, no, 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 no. We're not having that. And I had to tell her too. I was like, yeah, you're my friend, but let me tell you something. I don't appreciate this. You don't be calling my significant other. Oh, I just called him my bro. We know what talking about this, the chicken, the cow, and the market. If I'm not there for you to talk about the chicken and the cow in the market, we're not having that conversation. So I had to nip it both ways, both sides. Sometimes we want to talk to the friend, but we don't talk to the man. We got to talk to both of them. That's my thing. I talk to both of them. We'll nip it on both sides. So they know, kind of level set everything. Like, we're not having it here. We're not having it there. I want to hear it. I want to see it. I want to know about it. Never, never. I want to see it. And so nip that one. So I'm big stickler of that. But I think all of you in different ways talk about toxic friendship. How do we determine that our friendship is toxic, and how can we get rid of that toxic friendship? Anybody can go first.
I feel toxic friendship is a friend that wants to control the narrative, a friend that wants to control your thoughts. You should agree with them, everything they say. If they say the person is bad, that person should be bad to you too. That just that controlling, and that friend where it's like you're always there for them, but when it's your turn, they're never there. And then when you ask, they have this excuse. They have all the excuses in the world as to why they weren't there for you, or they couldn't do certain things that you asked them. But whenever it's their turn, they want you to sacrifice and live your life on the line because they want X, Y, and Z from you. So that's been toxic right there. And toxic friends is also people that only share negative things with you on social media. I don't need that. I'm sorry. I got too much things going on. I cannot keep up with the gossip and the negative on social media. Don't share those things with me. I said the only way you can connect with me, do not share those things with me. If you want to share something, share a job opportunity. Share something beneficial to me that I can learn from. I don't want the negativity. Don't call me with gossip. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to partake in it. So those are also my red flags that I see when I see like that talks, coming out from there, and then you trying to play like the middleman where this person and I were not cool, but then you trying to be in the middle. I'm sorry, you cannot convince me and tell me, especially if I know your character, you cannot convince me and tell me that my name has never came up once upon a time in your conversation. I'm sorry, I'm not convinced. Especially if I know your character. I'm
Right.
not convinced of that because you trying to make me to believe that you are on my side, you have my back, but you're still involved with these people and you're still having these conversations where it shouldn't be held. And then you want to control my narrative. I shouldn't get mad. I shouldn't get angry that, oh no, I'm not part of it. It's not even like that. We don't even talk about you. I'm sorry. I already know your character. So I'm not believing that. And you're not going to like make me feel guilty because they'll make you feel guilty that you're doing something terrible. I'm not doing something terrible. And I just had this conversation with my godmother just a few seconds ago with someone where we've been friends for a while, but she's still to be friends slash family. But she's friends with people that have said negative things about me. But she wants to convince me that my name never got brought up in that conversation. And
That's
I
a
said,
lie.
I'm not convinced. And so I was like, no, you can't be in my corner. I'm sorry. You're not invited to my house. You can't come visit me because I still have a question mark to you. If I have a question mark and I sit on it for 6 months, 3 to 6 months, then I have to think whether I still want to keep you in my circle or I want to let you go. Because I don't want to like punish myself for thinking that I'm doing something wrong because of all this toxic behavior that you're showing me, but you're still trying to, like convince me that you're not that person. So those are all those like toxic friendship where they want to control the narrative. They only want to be about them. It's not about you. And they don't care about your feelings at all. Even if you try to tell them this is what you did, this is how it make me feel. But they just not be off. Like, oh, you overthinking it, oh, you be doing too much. Oh, it's not even like that. Just stop. No. I'm very vocal with my feelings. So if anyone hurt my feelings, I am gonna tell you what you did and how to make me feel. And if you're not gonna take accountability for that, that's been toxic right there. So I'll leave it there for now.
Let's finish. I see
So
that look
yeah,
on your face. Go for it.
no, I had one. I had a toxic friend, and I know because toxic ship is
Oh,
when it drain from you. You are emotionally drained. That's
that's
being
true.
toxic. You are
That's true.
financially drained. That person is being toxic. You're not happy in that friendship. That person is not bringing anything to the table. That is toxicity in that friendship. And I have one. I mean, it was always about that person and not you. You always overthinking. Oh, let's go shopping, but you're not probably bringing the money to buy. I will buy for both of us.
We have
Oh,
it
come
that.
and pick me up. Let's go to a party, but you're not buying gas. I will drive from my house, pick you
Oh,
up.
we're not
We
doing
go to
that.
the party, drop you back, and here. Oh no, don't talk to her. I don't want you talking to that other person because I don't want her to be your friend. That's that they control, like Rachel said, they want to
Mhm.
control the narrative. So right now, our friendship. Happy birthday. I remember you today. How are you? Merry Christmas. You doing okay? Maybe happy Hanukkah if we can add that. That is
I like this definition. I like it back
that
way.
is the relationship right now because you have to get to the place where you cut it off.
Right,
If it is
right,
not benefiting me and if it's
right.
not bringing value to me, if it is not correcting me and rebuking me and making me a better person, and we just dream, no, that is toxicity. No, we don't need that. I was
Yeah.
surprised when I got a call for my birthday because remember when I my number, I had some situation, I had to change my phone number. For some reason, she was able to find my number and call me to wish me happy. I'm like, where you got my number from? She on WhatsApp group. I said, oh, thank you. That was the last time we talked. So when her birthday come in July, hopefully she knows who I'm talking about. I would reciprocate and call, hey girl, happy birthday. That is where we are. No, you need to know your friends. You
Right,
need to
right.
know your circle.
Do that.
Anything that is draining you for friendship is supposed to build you up. Come on now. Not to
Mm-hmm.
drain you. And this
Mm-hmm.
other person talking about you, and then they're there and they say, well, I didn't see anything. Seriously?
Mm-hmm. See,
Them here,
right, right, right,
they play
right,
innocent. They play
Penny
good
can
right,
make
game.
noise.
right. Oh,
It
I'm
takes
friendly with
two.
everybody. Everybody that my friend.
Yeah.
No, you can't be everybody friend. There's no way.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm acquainted with everybody. Like
Right,
we joke about it. Oh, you're
right.
pastor, you this, and I know I'm a minister and I'm over women,
Mm,
over 100 women.
yeah.
One of them in that ministry I know. Every one of them in ministry are my acquaintances. I don't have a friend.
Right, right, right.
We go out for lunch. We go to meetings. We go for birthday parties. I pick you up. I drop you off. I know you. You're not
Right.
in my inner circle.
I like that.
So
I like
that's a
that.
difference. There's a difference with knowing people, acquaintances, and your inner
Mm-hmm.
circle. So we just need to know that. And if you want to be my inner circle, that negativity and draining, no.
When I know.
So yeah, we
So
got some
yeah,
friends that we only talk to 3 times a
you
year.
got something out there?
Yeah, I have been down that road before. So I had this friend who thought she was more educated than me, and she had a better career than me. Her career was more significant to society than my career. So I shouldn't have been making more money, but yet I was making more money than her. She knew it because of the countries I used to travel, my workspace, and she knew it because of everything. I didn't disclose my salary to her in any way, but she knew that I was making more money than her. So she would tell me. So one of these days, I asked her, "How's your day? You look tired today." And she said, "What better job you doing? I'm doing better job than you, so you should know that I'm tired." I was
Wow.
shocked.
Mm,
So I said, "Wow." She said, "Yeah, nothing you do. Why I really do like international NGO? What is it? It's not
Hmm.
important." So, but yeah, is this person who things were tough at her workplace with her. Not much she was getting, but at the end of every month, I will try to chip in with gas. I buy some toiletries and other stuff for her. Just being a friend. I mean, nothing much. Just being a friend. I've been there before. I know what it's like working and you can't earn that much to take care of yourself. So I would chip in, but that was one of the toughest friendship I ever had. It was so draining. The individual cannot be happy. There's nothing that you can do that she will appreciate. and like what's her name again in the yellow?
Fifi,
Please, sorry for
Fifi,
say
Fifi.
Fifi.
like
Fifi.
Mount Fifi said. She said the person would take and give nothing. It was just like that. I was just so burdened. I was so unhappy. Like at one point in time, I said, "But what am I doing? This is just too much. It's emotionally draining. There is nothing that you can do, absolutely nothing you can do to please such a person.
Hmm.
Anything you do, they are envious. They want to be in the place you are. They think you're not worthy of being where you are or what you have. And just like that, I mean, nothing you can do. Just cut it off. You don't have to drain yourself with toxic people. I mean, at certain point in time, I learned from that situation that your peace of mind is important, your mental health is important. The people around you have to feed into that. They have to provide that support as you providing that support to them. So there is no need to keep toxic people on you, around you. Whosoever they are, I've built myself in a way that whosoever you are, or family member, an in-law, I'm not forced to have interaction with you. If you are that toxic, you're gonna dream me. I'm not forced to have that interaction. I'm not forced to. I don't. And in that sense, Lynn, I should not disrespect you. I
Right.
respect you a lot, but my
Hmm.
space, my personal space, you are off limit. I don't care who you are. I don't have a boundary with that. You can be whosoever. I would definitely tell you that this, I mean, your attitude and action towards me is toxic. I don't need you around me. And that's where I am with my life right now. You can be funded. We set these things up, but yet we want to have boundary of who to tolerate and who not to tolerate. Come on, I have zero tolerance for toxicity. Zero tolerance. Whosoever you are, you stick right to where you are,
We're
and
getting a call. Somebody calling for the show. I think I put the number out a bit early, but the other person
Yeah, that's
called.
it.
yeah,
That's
we
the
Yeah,
can
call.
take that.
Go
We
ahead
can
and
take
answer.
that
Take
call.
we'll
it.
take the call.
Yeah, take the call.
Thank you. Thank you for calling that. Are you sure? Are you calling to contribute to the show?
Of course.
Please go ahead.
Good evening, ladies.
The
Great.
volume.
We
Y'all
needed
can
that.
hear her?
Yes,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
can.
yeah, yeah.
Yes, they can hear you.
Okay, great. Great conversation, great topic. I know that we really need to make awareness of these topics because it's needed nowadays in our community. We have a very toxic community. I'm sorry to say, but Tanvi, thank you for organizing this. I wish we could share. I tried to
Oh, that's it. Oh, that's not cute. My Sanoa queen. Oh, yo,
Yeah, I'm trying to share it too, but there's no share button. That's why I kept
no,
saying
we're friends. Why is it? Is that share button? Share from my page.
buddy. Yeah,
Yeah, I tried to share it too, but it couldn't allow me
That's
to.
crazy.
I put it in the chat. I said, how can I share? I already want to share it.
Oh, you know what? I will check it after. That's crazy though. You should be
Yeah,
what?
she can share because you did not put the page on public.
Yeah, you can share it. I tried to share it too.
You got to edit from your page. Put it on
Yeah, I will edit.
public.
I
The
will open my
privacy.
page. I will open my page for a week. My page is private. I don't want to on my page, so I keep my page private. But I'll open it.
Please, we need to share this. This need to go viral. Like we need to share this. People need to hear this.
I will open it.
I enjoy the topic, but I can have my input. I know everybody take tackle these conversations differently. So my contribution for the first topic as far as how who to have their spouse number or who spouses you can have. So like we said, you have to always put your friends in category. Some people don't usually have categories of their friendship. So you have to have after then you have friends. And a lot of time I always tell people, I say, I don't let my friend choose me. I always choose my friend. And they usually ask me what I mean. If you choose me, then you're gonna be an acquaintance or I'll just know you. I mean, you met me somewhere, you're like, oh, I like you, then you're just gonna be for the meantime until I can get to know the kind of person you are, you will be somebody that I know. But my friends that I call my friends, I have somebody for over 30 years or whatever year, and I don't want to cut my age, but since we were like 2 years old. So those are my real friends, and those ones, like I can count those on my one hand, and those one, and then we come to who can have your spouse number. So some of those people have my husband number. He would never call that person, so they will have it, but sometimes they forget that he will have it because he would first of all he doesn't even answer. He won't bother the phone call, he doesn't answer. He complains all the time. So unless where there's an emergency where they're trying to reach me and they can't, they will go looking for him to like text me or call him, and then they'll be like, "We're just trying though because I know you will not answer, but it came out okay or something. We're trying to reach her. We just hope all is well." If you see someone message that he might reach, answer them again. But again, like, it depends on who have it at the time, and not everybody that you met at Walmart, not everybody you went to the church to go visit, and they say, "Oh, we like you, thank you for coming," and then you give your number to them to have your spouse. Right. And then as far as spouses, as far as friendship, toxic friends, and I'm always aware of those friends when you call. I'm sorry to take all your time, but
no, go ahead, please. No, go ahead.
Be aware of those friends where when you call, they always negative. Like they always have negative news to share. My God, it's like draining. Oh, how you doing? And they either yelling at the kids or they get all this. Oh, my husband or the boyfriend or whoever it is, they have no good things to say. Like nothing. No matter Christmas Day, you will call them, "Oh, how is Christmas? Christmas, my husband, I'm getting no Christmas gift. But you didn't want what he getting that." Like those kind of things, they call you for that. My husband, I'm getting Christmas gift. Believe me or not, you're not knowing. You will never know. I don't go that. If I get certain information, I don't share. And then some of them get mad at you because it's like, "How come I know you? Not one thing you ever told me your husband and or the end of the day. But you didn't even argue." So and then I would just laugh and say, "Who don't argue? You're trying to argue." Right. But you never say anything. Not everything that happens in my household I share outside. But again, I'm telling you this because you need to do the same thing maybe because I don't need to know if your husband speaks to you in the morning when you wake up. That's not my problem. I don't want to know that. And if I call you, how you doing? "Oh, Mom, the weather is so nice. I know I just wanted to just go to the park. Let's just take the kids to the park. Tell me those things now. Complain about everything. So be aware of those friends and it's just a lot. Like she said, somebody who always used it, somebody who always wanted you to pick them up and drop them off. They would never go to the store, they lost their car, they don't have enough money, they'll be digging in their wallet. Okay, you knew we're coming to the store, so why are you digging in your wallet right now? They're always trying to get. They always at your house. You can never they always in your fridge. I mean, I don't mind sharing, but at some point, come on now. So, all those friendships, it's just a lot. So thank you, though. I enjoy it, and I just called to share my little thoughts. Thank you.
Thank you so much. We appreciate your input. Thank you. Anybody got anything to say before we move on to what she said?
Yeah. But no, what she's saying is very timely. But I just wanted to say I might be getting off in the next 10 minutes because I do have another Zoom meeting, but I think it's 7 or 7:30. So I just wanted to say that this topic is very, very important. I read it, especially the one for networking. I would really like to network with you guys, with Rachel, with Tamira, and the other lady, Mary, the one that do the taboo talk program. The thing about it is now we're getting to know each other. Now we're getting to understand our point of view. Tell me, I wanted to say thank you again for putting this program together. Now we got May coming up April. Maybe you can do once a month. Let's do something like this, and then you got May coming up for Mother's Day. We are mothers, we need to talk to women. What can we do? The negativity online about us Liberians is bad. The negativity is bad. It's like when you Google, nothing good come up. They show you all the 500,000 views, or this one talking about we keep her husband, let her keep the ring, and I will keep the man. And what a man, other one instead they've been talking about it. I don't even know the name they can talk call. Say, oh, he came in with this woman. Those are the things that come up. Those are the things that they see. Yeah. They don't see topic like this. That we discuss in this thing. What can we do to increase our networking? What can we do to understand friendship. What can we do? Having something. The caller, the person I calling came out. I know. I listen to the name.
Mm-hmm.
You were people. My friend, the one who is my close friend, has my husband number for emergency, and has my children's phone number for emergency. I don't remember the last time she called them, but for emergency purposes, and that's it. Not to call to say, I just call to check on you. What kind of conversation is that? So she's right. For emergency purposes, yeah, maybe they can have it, but other than that, no. So I just wanted to say, if I do drop off, that's because I do have I'm waiting for the signal. Once they send me the signal, then I will drop off. I just wanted to say that. Thank you, ladies. I'm still here until somebody send me the signal to join the other conference call.
No, that's okay. We started late, so we're about to wrap up anyway. There's just 2 more questions, and then we'll be done. And then we'll roll. Like I told each one of y'all individually. I'm planning something similar to this for May for Mother's Day. So we'll pick up for where we we stop. But I wanted to talk till we be on the toxic friendship and toxic relationship and stuff like that. I wanted to talk about how do we heal after a toxic friendship or relationship? How do we heal? That's a friendship, go we own friendship. How do we heal after a toxic friendship? Some of the ways that we can heal.
Become wise.
Yeah.
I would just.
But the thing there is,
I'm a lady. I'm not a guy. No, I'm getting off now because I see my signal. But for me personally, I heal because I'm like, you're a lady, I'm a lady. You work, I work. I ain't no god daddy or god mommy to be paying for things.
No, but our friendship in our friendship we own.
That's toxic friendship we're talking about. That's what I'm saying.
Oh,
you're
okay.
a lady, I'm a lady.
Right.
We friends. You worked, I worked. Why should I be paying for our purses or our clothes when we go shopping because you left your supposedly card at home? Or why should I pay for the gas because no, we friends? I'm not talking about relationship. I'm talking about friendship.
Right.
So I healed because I just became wise. I'm like, it's not working.
I'm not doing that
You
anymore.
you draining me. I'm not benefiting from that friendship. It's all about you. It's all about what you want and nothing about me, about my satisfaction. It's what about you want to go, where you want to go shopping. Oh, the guy sells so please let's go. And we go. Oh, I left my purse. And then but you pick and you got things there. So just a little thing. I just became wiser. That was the way I was able to heal. And I don't do that crap anymore. I mean, I cut it off.
Well,
That's
since
how
the
I
two
was.
ladies Since the 2 ladies staying on probably for the next 5 minutes with me, let me ask you one more question, then you get your closing. Do you still trust? How do you trust beyond that, though? How do you build trust beyond that? Do you still trust that person?
No, I don't. Not the same person, but I have to trust. I'm not going to let somebody's ignorance make me not to fall in love again. I'm not going to let somebody ignorant make me not to have friends. I have to let the benefit, give you the benefit of the doubt in whatever area that we are. I have to learn to trust you. I have to learn to do this. I do have a friend that goes above and beyond my wildest imagination. And there were times that when I came back, because I travel every year. When I came back, I was having some challenges. I think I told you somebody stole my identity, but everything took 7,000 out of my account. Long story, everything. And I could not. All of my cards were suspended. My bank card, my credit card. I had absolutely nothing. I went to Jack in the Box. I wanted to get coffee. And then I forgot when I gave then I remember. So I drove around and I was just telling my friend, she said, where you are? And I said, I'm to Jack in the Box somewhere. That lady drove, met me there and gave me $100 cash in my hand.
That's nice.
Just to buy something. And this is somebody that I gave 500 money to. They know that, this woman worked. It's not, I need it. But the fact that she thought about, just hold this, in my hand. And then I had to go to the police, of course, get the police involved while I'm fighting with the bank and everything. She brought 500, I think after 2 days, $500 cash and gave it to me. I gave her money back. She didn't want it, but I'm like, no, I mean, nobody has ever done that. So I was able to trust again. I wasn't going to be like, oh, because I spent money on this other person and they mess up, so I can't do something. So because I trusted her, because I gave her the benefit of the doubt, I benefited from her $600. I paid her back $2,000 for the $600. But we need to give people the benefit of the doubt. We need to think beyond. The English people say think outside the box. We need to open our mind It's the same thing when you mess up in relationship. People mess up in relationship and they don't trust. And no, that's your past. You
Right.
learn from that mistake and you move on. You don't hold it against that person. You have to open up your mind, learn again, trust again, do everything again. So on that note, Sister V, I will ask to be excused. But I really, really want to say thank you. I want to wish you all a very good Easter, whatever is left of the day.
Thank
You're going
you.
to enjoy dinner with your family. And I will get to that other like bro woman that I can be speaking Kotokwa
I will send you her link. I will send you her Facebook
later.
profile. I will
So
say
I can force with her. But I really would love this networking, and I would really love to network with you guys, get to know everybody. Of course, we are in Texas. I will be in Washington D.C. next month, and then in May I will be in Charlotte, North Carolina. I travel, to different states every month, so I need to know where everybody is. Maybe I can stop by and visit. Thank you all. God bless you. Telvi, I'm excusing myself right now.
thank
Bye.
you. Thank you for sharing some of your thunder with us.
Thank you.
Ladies, we're gonna draw this curtain down together, but you guys gotta tell me that anybody can go first. How
Okay.
do you heal after a toxic after a toxic friendship? How do you heal? What are some of your coping mechanisms?
For me,
Mm. Okay, go ahead,
oh,
Jacob. Have it.
sorry, I just in front of you.
No, have your time. Have it.
Like for me, what I will do, I first try to find closure first. I'm one person that like to have conversations with people first before I make the next move because I want to know where your mindset were when we went through that and where your mindset is now. And based on that conversation, if you were not going anywhere, I will have to end the relationship right there. That friendship is gonna end right there. Now, when I put a full stop into it, you are dead to me. My friends didn't know me. They say when Rachel say you are dead to her, she's not kidding. You are completely dead to her. That means there's nothing about you that I'm interested in anymore. We're not friends on social media. Your phone number get disconnected from my phone. I remove your phone number from my phone. There's nothing about you I want to hear anymore because I just don't like, especially when you already hurt me so much. I just don't want to keep having to replay that whole thing in my head over and over again. So I'll block you out so I don't have to be reminded about that anymore. But then moving forward, now the next people that I want to make friends with, I have to keep those things in mind. I have to look at what we call like red flags. Is she gonna show? Is she showing signs of what Mary did? Is it the second sign I'm getting from her? Is this a red flag? Then now I know how I'm moving forward to get into the next friendship or the next relationship. But what I do, I block you off on everything. I don't want to see it. I don't want to be reminded. And then I try to focus on something more positive in my life. Maybe giving back in my life. Maybe going out to like maybe like amuse myself. Go out somewhere, grab a drink or two, just to get my mind off of it. I'm not someone I want to sit down and be worrying and mooning around, like feeling sorry for myself. No, I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna have fun just to get that out of my system. But I still need to make friends. So now I need to know what not to take or consider anymore moving forward so that I don't have to invest too much into that friendship and then I have to go through that again. So my coping mechanism is I just block everything out and just focus on myself and focus on me. But I still leave room to make friends because I can't just let that one situation just determine the outcome of what I'm gonna get into next.
So the follow up to that, do you wait for a few months before you start making new friends, or do you just like, oh well, I'm done with you, as I'm done with you, I'm moving to the next friend? How do you handle that?
I don't really put a time stamp into it. Like I said, I don't like say, oh, I have to, do this, do that. Now, if I just block you out like the next day and I see Mary want to have a conversation, yeah, we'll have a conversation. Is Mary want to be friends? I'm still taking baby steps now, so that means I still can't bring you to my house.
Right,
I still can't confide in you because it's too early. I don't know you. I can't,
right,
I can't tell my deepest, darkest story to
mhm,
you, but
right,
we still gonna communicate. And for me, when I'm in the friendship with people, I always like to play the mother. That's how my friends and say. I always like to play like the mother. If you tell me like situation like, hey, have you tried of, doing it this way? Have you thought of doing it that way? Or if you're having conflict with someone, I always immediately step in like, okay, maybe we don't have this conversation. Maybe we just sit down and maybe there's something you can work out. You think there's something left that you can work out. And I'm not a pushy person. So once I start having this conversation, people mostly they'll get drawn into me like, you know what? I like this conversation we're having. Maybe, and then next thing you know, they invited me out for coffee or for a drink or something. If I'm in the mood, yes. If I'm not in the mood, but I'm always open to hear or learn about other people and connect with other people. There has to be something that draws me to you. And I don't go by looks or what you have or what you can do or what you say. I want to know you for you and not just what is out there about you. Because if we follow that, we're gonna miss good opportunities and the good people that God has sent us in our life.
Yeah, I like that. I like that. Tamia, take a stab at it. What's your strategy?
uh, for me, when I'm hurt by toxicity from a friend or whosoever, the first thing I do is I try to see if I can talk about it with you. Not much people can even recognize that they are toxic. Not many people can agree that their actions are toxic and affect you. So if I see that you are in that, you are that kind of person that I cannot communicate with you how much your action is affecting me, the next thing I do is to withdraw. I withdraw from you gradually. If I used to call you, I used to talk to you on a regular basis, you won't get me doing it anymore. Gradually, I withdraw myself from you, and at a certain point in time, I'm done. And then I start to focus on myself. Where did I go wrong? How did I miss out on establishing a fruitful or positive friendship with somebody, or finding somebody that is more positive in line with who I am? Where did I go wrong, and try to reflect on my own actions, not to just blame you for everything, but also look at my own errors, and then see how I can learn from it, and then just move on. And then when I'm really stressed about something, she says sometimes you go out to chill. For me, I either listen to music or watch movies. Yeah, it helped me, get my mind out of things. So my strategy is to see how I can talk it out with you. If there's no way you can even agree and understand that your action towards me is toxic and affect me, I withdraw from you. And there's no going back to that. You can it's at that point I become the nicest person to you ever, but I'm not your friend. I'm no longer your friend. Yeah, you will actually think that I'm around, I'm still there, but trust me, I'm not there. Before you get to understand that I'm not there,
It'll be too late. You already gone.
I'm not there, I'm not there, I'm not there. It's from my soul, it's from my soul. So I get that disconnection, I get that disconnection from my emotions, my soul, and everything. And then physically, I still interacting with you. You will call me and I will answer, but I can't call you. You can get message from me, but when you call me, I will answer. We'll talk normally. But there are certain things that I used to do. I'm not going to do it. There's nothing you can do for me to do it. So I just withdraw quietly. When I'm expressing myself, I still want that connection. But once I stop expressing myself and I just quiet about things, I'm done with you. Totally. Nothing can bring me back. Even I want to force myself back, myself would not agree to be forced. So that's
Because
it.
you already disconnected that. Yeah,
Yes, that's me. That's me.
yeah.
That's why when I commit myself to something, I'm there for it. When I'm
Push yes.
done, I'm done.
Yeah, okay. We
Yeah.
still having connection problem, Richard, but wrapping this up. You are talking something and something else came to mind. There's a favorite saying that people say everybody protect their own criminals, for lack of a better term. So if you have a friend that's been toxic, um do you talk to that friend? How do you handle it? And if that friend doesn't want to listen, how do you handle it? How do you, if it calls for disconnection, how do you handle it? I like to know how you take care of that.
There's nothing more than having a conversation. There are some people they don't know that their actions is affecting you. It's good to have a conversation, but there are a lot of people who will not agree. They will just not agree to who they are. They will not agree. They will not even agree to you. So, but if you have people, I wrote one time on my wall, I say, if you have people in your life that you can have a conversation with pertaining to their actions towards you, if it hurts you, or how their actions are negatively affecting you, and that person agree, understand why you from when you are speaking, and reconcile with that and apologize genuinely, have a change of attitude, that person is worth keeping. Because the
Mm.
society we're in now, people cannot just agree easily to, people just don't care. They don't care, they don't agree. Even a pastor, you tell a pastor that your actions towards me hurt me, they will cut you off. They will
Now
not
open
even
to
agree to
correction.
you. Yes, that's
Now
the
open to
society we're in
correction.
now.
I don't know. I
So
don't know. I don't know. If it's pride or that's just us as a
that's
community.
pride and ego.
I
The
think it's
thing,
a combination of a lot of things. Some people say as a weakness.
yes, the
That
thing they will,
even
the thing.
constructive criticism, that they're not receptive to it. That
Thank
they
you.
put this wall, very defensive, even if it's
Yes,
coming from a place.
they
Yeah,
pull out a defense.
yeah,
So
yeah.
for just to share something, there's
Please.
this pastor that I knew through my friend. I used to visit my friend's church, and we all used to call him, see him as a father figure.
Mm-hmm,
And then he used to, take us to be his children, and we saw it that way.
mm-hmm,
So I used to travel a lot out of town, and over a year or two, I did not see him or even hear from him. So there was this day I decided to visit his church, and then when I went to visit his church after church, I went to see him, to speak to him, happily greeting him, and he had a sadness on his face. So I asked, I said, "Are you okay?" He said, "Oh, he and his wife having issues. It has been playing on him."
mm-hmm.
And then I was engaged by then. He knew that I was engaged by then. I was already in a full established relationship. And then he told me, if he said, if your husband wasn't coming to come to engage you, I'm going to force it to marry you. I'm going to
Wow.
force you into marriage. So that particular thing he said, it caught me off guard. And then I took a break from him. I withdrew from him.
Mm-hmm.
These are people with authority. To
Right.
engage them, it takes you a longer time. So when I
Mm-hmm,
came to the States, he continued to report me to my friend, because my friend was here, telling
mm-hmm.
that my friend that the way he told me, and how, the way he saw me, like a different person. I'm not good. I did not tell him that I will come in America. I just came America, and he's kept complaining. So I said, you ready to hear why I didn't tell you, or I stay away from you? And then I told him, I built the courage now to tell him after like 2 years, to
Wow.
tell him that I said, you are a pastor.
Right. Right.
You're not somebody who speak loosely.
Right. Right. Right.
Knowing that I'm engaged in a full scale relationship with somebody else, and telling me that you were going to force me to marry you, that
Yeah.
means you had sexual thoughts towards me.
Mm-hmm.
While we taking you to be a father figure,
Father
you were
figure.
sexually, looking after me in whatsoever
Yeah.
way. And that
Exhausting.
was offensive to me. So I
Mm-hmm.
have to withdraw and take up time before I able to express it. And he told me he wasn't wrong.
Pride.
Oh yeah, he said I had a right
Shame
to say
too.
it. Who are
Shame.
you? In fact, I was doing you favor.
Wow.
Yeah, he told me he was doing me favor. Or am I trying to prove to my husband that I'm a perfect woman? That's the messages he sent to my friend. He sent
Wow.
a lot of negative messages, but I did not want to take what my friend showed me to go back to engaging for the second time. So I
Mhm.
just left it. So if you find someone in our society, now even our spouses, if you can tell someone, look, your actions towards me is affecting me. I want you to change that. And that person listen to you, understand from when you are speaking, respect you for that, and say, okay, I apologize, I'm going to work on it. And then as time goes by, you see the gradual change. That person is worth keeping. But the
Mm.
society we're in now, those people are rare.
Everybody on the defense.
They are hard
Everybody
to find.
questions for
Everybody on
everybody
the
being the
everybody people have the
always right.
mindset that people just have that mindset that everybody is replaceable. They can
Mhm.
get anybody at any time, and that's lie. That's a lie. Everyone
No,
is not replaceable.
no. You have to keep healthy relationship and friendship, and some people are
Thank
never
you.
replaceable. We have to
So
value what we have, and keep those healthy relationships.
yeah. So
Most along the way.
in conclusion, I would
Yeah,
say I have zero tolerance. I have lived my life through all of these things, and at the place I am right now, whosoever you are, or family member, or friend, or religious leader, an in-law, whoever you are, I have zero tolerance for toxicity. I will cut you off. I will withdraw from you. I will have nothing to do with you. I mean, the world we live in, we have a lot to deal with. People
mm,
should not just create attitude and pour it on other people to be dealing with it all the days of their lives. Oh
exactly.
yeah.
I'm right there with you. Um, before we draw down the curtains, let me bring out a few comments. People took the time to put some comments there. I love reading comments, so let me bring one. It's like they bring both into the conversation. I think that's when we're talking about, the significant other, some of them being uncomfortable. And that's not even the man, but sometimes the man uncomfortable, the woman uncomfortable, somebody uncomfortable. But I like the point where somebody said bring both of them into the conversation.
Oh yeah.
Engage both of them, look both of them in the eyes. Yes, that's good tips. Good tips. Share your gaze with both of them. Absolutely. Don't focus on the man alone or the woman alone. Yep. Talk to both of them. Both of them. I love it. Loyalty and honesty. I think that's when we're talking about what values we look for in a friendship. Great conversation. Somebody asked, how do you share the show? I wish I had made my page. My page is normally private, but I wish I had made public, before the show, but I'm going to fix it
No,
after.
no, you can do it. You can edit the post. You go
Y-
to edit, you see privacy, you put it on public. Only the post will be on public,
Yeah,
and then people can
I'll
share.
fix it. Yeah, I'll fix it right after here. And so that so people can be able to share. Thank you, ladies. Great conversation, great topics. I know we didn't touch on a few things. I don't know what somebody somebody show or reach me and CC here. We're not doing gossip show here. We all about empowerment and education. But I mean, there's some lessons learned from that relationship, but what's trending or other things that we can talk about in friendship, in networking, sisterhood, when we have the next conversation. But we ain't gonna go what she said, how said this, and we're not doing that. And somebody said, "Oh my world, oh my God, that's my word." Somebody needed a word for the day they got it. Somebody said, "Wow." But anyway, to me, I just both of us. I think the other ladies fell off, which is okay. This is Easter Sunday. It's a busy time for everybody. So I really appreciate you guys taking some time off to be here. But before you do your closing, if there's anything that you wanted to touch on that we didn't touch on, this is your opportunity to talk about it and then give your closing.
I want to talk about. I would like to just close about self care for women. Women, you have to take care of yourself. Your mental health is so much of importance. So much of importance. We have the world on our head to deal with. We have so much to tackle and so much to handle throughout the day. We got families, we got our spouses, we have workmates, we have a lot to deal with every day. You have to take care of yourself. Anything that's going to drain you mentally, you don't need to have it. You don't need it. You don't need a family member that will mentally drain you, abuse you. You don't need in-laws that will drain you, abuse you. You don't need anything that will drain you and try as much as possible to take life out of you. We need to establish healthy boundaries. We need to encourage healthy relationship with people. We need people to respect us. We need to respect people. So you just need to take care of yourself mentally, physically, take care of yourself, look after your health. In this little life we have to live on this earth, let's make it meaningful.
I love it. I love it.
And then finally, the issue of social media drama. Women, we are leading. We are leading when it comes to social media drama. We will go to the length. We will go to the last pit of hell. We will go to the last part of this earth just to drain another woman, just to disgrace somebody else on social media. It's not okay. I can tell you for sure there's always tomorrow. You can tell me tomorrow is Monday, that's fine. But there is always a Monday that you don't know when you need that person. There are so many Mondays to come. The exact Monday you need that person, you're being a dying need, and only that person will be there. You don't know. Let's be positive for once, Liberian women. Social media, we can always use social media to denigrate one another. Let's take a positive stance for once. I wish somebody else or somebody out there could listen
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and make some positive decision regarding their life. Thank you, Delvin,
You're
for the
welcome.
opportunity. Trust me, I'm always willing. I'll always make time. Just hit
Yes.
me up. You need us to plan together. I'm always here. Thank you so much.
We'll plan the next one together. Thank you so
Okay.
much and have a blessed week. And I'm so happy to have you on. We'll talk offline. Okay.
Thank you.
Have a good day. Bye bye.
Okay. Bye bye.